Yeah, alright guys, it's Seb here, and today I'm bringing you some Black Ops, rah-dee-da-dee-da, casual bit of Black Ops, and what I want to talk to you about is that, well, I saw that in America, basically, the lottery was 640 million or something, and there were 3 winners of it, and that's just a ridiculous amount of money, like, imagine if you got that amount of money, like, even, like, this split, so I can't even work that out, 200 and something million, like, all I know is, what would you do with that money, like, I was thinking about it, and I was going, if I got all that money, that's a ridiculous amount of money. I'd put half of it away, and then would spend half. Like I probably would obviously I'd pay off all my uni fees and everything. I'd buy a house at uni, like up in Birmingham. Well, actually, I'd probably buy a flat in Birmingham. Just buy one. Just there you go, bam. Buy like a well nice flat in the middle of Birmingham. Um, and then we'd buy a flat down south, like where I live in South London. I'd buy a flat down there, and then yeah, so have some nice pads. Obviously, have a couple of house parties. Cheeky bit of house parties. I would, well, when I first get the money, I wouldn't tell everybody that I'd won the whatever. I'd won $200 million, which was like 175 million pounds. So I would be like, right, I've won. I'll just take people out. I'll be like, right, I'm paying for everybody to go out tonight, and they'll be like, what? I'll just be like, look, I won like a grand on the lottery. Look, we'll go out and have a sick night, and we're just gonna have a mental night. Like, I wouldn't tell everybody that I'd won all that money just because then people would be like, oh, can you lend me a towel? Can you lend me this? La, la, la. And everything. I'll give some of it to charity, probably to motor neurone disease charity or something like that. So my granddad died of, so I'd give it something to that. Um, and then I'll just help out like a couple of closer friends who like I know who don't have as much money, like have like who are at uni as well. Because what's like 10 grand once you won that much is nothing. Um, then I'll put 100 million of it in the bank, and if you've got 3% interest on that, that is what to about that's like 30 grand a year, which you could almost live off anyway. You can live off the interest pretty much anyway, so you'd be pretty set off that anyway. Um, so you'd be balling off of that, and then you'd have all this extra money to spend, and I'd have these two houses. I would also buy a car. Don't know what car I'd buy. But I wouldn't buy like an amazing car. I'd buy like because it would be my first car. I'd pay for all my driving lessons, get all that done and everything. Um, I almost wouldn't need to work. Like almost, like you could live off 30 grand a year if you've got your houses set and everything, and then just paid off or straight up, no mortgage or anything. You got 30 grand a year. You got that pretty set. You're almost set, like for life. Like I wouldn't almost need to work, but I'd finish my uni and everything. I'd buy, and then I can go and see people. Like got mates going on placement for a year. Go and see them. I'd sort out my family. I'd pay off my mum and dad's mortgage as well, just so they're all set. So I have just loads of p. I'd help out my granddad because I'd just help him out and pay for stuff for him, and it'd just be cool, man. Like I'd just be like I wouldn't like necessarily go out and just blow the whole lot, obviously, because you can't. I don't think anyone can spend that amount of money in one go. But I'd just chill and I'd spend. Like, I'd have a nice time. I'd buy well nice clothes. I love my clothes, so I'd just buy like no nice clothes, like Ralph Lauren clothes, and just buy ridiculously good amounts of nice clothes, like every like month. Just updating my wardrobe, just chuck everything out and buy a whole new lot of clothes. Um, yeah, so uni life would be pretty sweet. I'd pay for like if no one can go out and I wanted to go out, I'd be like, look, we're all just going out. We're not going out to a normal club either. We're going out to like a well nice club where it's like normally you'd spend like 200 quid on a night, and I'll just pay for everyone's drinks. Like, let's just go. And I'll just hit the town. I'd go travelling as well. Like I would got friends out in Australia and stuff, so I'd go and meet them in Australia and I'd like chill out there. I'd also want to go to Brazil, so I want to go there. I'll probably go back because I've been on travelling. Go back to South Africa, which would be cool. I'll just go travelling as well, like after uni. That'd be so. I'd do that. Just stuff like that you might not be able to do in the future if you couldn't afford, if you didn't get like a proper job and everything. So yeah, so I'd have everything pretty much paid for. Like uni would be paid for. I'd have houses in 2 cities in England. Probably buy a ski chalet. Yeah, I'd probably buy a chalet like in the Alps or something because I just love skiing. So they'd allow me to go skiing every year. I put the money in the bank like for interest and everything. Um, but I don't think the winners have claimed it yet. Like whether they haven't claimed it or whether they have said that they don't want anyone knowing they've claimed it is a different thing. But if I won that amount of money, I would not want anyone knowing that I've claimed, like I've won that amount of money. Like in fact, I wouldn't even like. I put the money in I'll just make up a name and put it under that name, like a dog's name or something. I'll just put it under a name like which would then I don't know, like I just wouldn't want everybody knowing that I've won that amount of money. Like I tell my friends like I won like 100 grand, so they know that I've got that money. So if I start spending loads of money, they're not gonna be like, what the fuck? And I'd tell probably 1 or 2 people who I know I can trust that I'd got like, I don't know, I wouldn't tell them the whole amount. It'd be like 50 mil. I'd be like, yeah, I won 50 million. So it's like enough that you could just constantly spend, but not too much that they'd be like, oh, give me all this money. But I'd help out some friends and stuff. Like I pay off some friends' uni fees. I'd just give some money to charity and then put 100 million in the bank and get the interest of that. So that's pretty much what I do, guys. What else? Yeah, I've got a couple more like back to a bit about my channel. I've got a couple more gameplays coming up. 1 more Black Ops, 1 Modern Warfare 3 before I go back to uni over Easter, over these next 2 weeks. So I've got that, and that'll be cool. So you'll see a bit more content from me. I don't know when this is going to get uploaded. This might be like 4 or 5 days after the actual like news of the 600 million, but I'm trying to work out when to schedule my uploads and how quickly and long to upload them. I'm going to do 1 Modern Warfare 2 video. It's going to be a funny parody video. It's going to be me doing an accent of some sort over it. It's sniping, so it's pretty much a fail video, hence why I'm going to do a funny accent over it, just so like it's a bit of a laugh. So I hope you enjoy that, and for the time being, guys, I think I'm going to leave you to it, and this is pretty much the end of the gameplay. So yeah, I'll talk to you on the flip side. I hope you have a rip side. See you later. Bye.